raw yogurt. If you're vegan, vegetarian, or a raw foodist, raw yogurt is the missing link. It has your protein, it has your B complex, and it has your fat. Say goodbye to meat forever. Say goodbye. I was a raw foodist for 2 years, and I didn't know about raw yogurt, and I was always hungry. I was B vitamin deficient, and I didn't have proper fat. So and when I found out about this, it was like hello. So I mean, obviously, raw living food as much as you can is the answer.
Hey Sayad, what are you doing?
I'm making macadamia nut yogurt.
That sounds delicious.
Do you want me to show you how to make it?
Yes, please.
All right, macadamia nuts. So put some. All right, so we got macadamia nuts, and we got some water, filtered water or spring water. I like to use spring water. And this, the probiotic. This is what makes it into a yogurt. So a teaspoon of that. Okay. Let's zoom in on this brand if you want to get this brand of probiotic.
And what is this brand?
This is Liyf Biotic, the ultimate cultured food, and this is supposed to be the best thing on the market. The reason why yogurt is so good for you is because it puts the good stuff back into our digestive system that was taken away from our regular food. It puts the probiotics back in our system that was taken away due to antibiotics that we ingested as children, or just like junk food that we've been eating for years. So basically, a yogurt, a raw, living, live, cultured yogurt is one of the best things, if the not best thing that you could possibly put into your body. So, and making raw yogurt is basically the way to go. We can make raw yogurt with just about anything, and I'm making it with macadamia nuts. So we put some macadamia nuts in, and we put some fresh water in, and we put this probiotic in. And okay. And that's it, we're ready to blend it. So this is a high-speed blender. So instead of just putting it on the blender like that, I'm gonna put some ice cubes in it, because it's such a high speed that it might make the food hot, which we don't want. So I want to keep it cool. I want to put 3 ice cubes in it. 2, 3. And I want to blend it for about 20 seconds. All right. Now get a jar and just pour it in. Look at all that yogurt. Well, it's not yogurt yet. And then, so let it sit for about 8 hours. And put the cap on. Don't close it like that, but just put the cap so that it's just slightly open. Or you can leave the cap off and put a paper towel on there. Put something on there. So that the purpose of either a paper towel or the cap slightly open is so that the yogurt can rise. And notice that we left a little bit of a gap, well, more than a little bit of a gap, so that just in case the yogurt rises, which it will rise. So under normal conditions, I like to leave it out for about 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. And under really hot conditions, if it's a really hot summer day, 3 to 4 hours. And that's yogurt. Do you have any questions?
Well, when you said you were going to start making yogurt, I thought, oh yeah, yogurt, we can eat it right now. And
yeah,
now I'm seeing I gotta have to come back to enjoy it.
Yeah, shit. We're gonna have to come back.
Oh, well, looks like I'm gonna see you in about 8 hours.
I'll see you in 8 hours.
All right.
This is for my super healthy raw food junkies. This is again, this is one of the best things you could possibly put in your body. It just rebuilds. It rebuilds your digestive tract with like really needed essentials to digest the food. So yogurt, it definitely is one of the best things you could possibly put in your body. This stuff is supposedly the best thing you can put on the market today. Just find it.
And where can we purchase this? Is it found in somewhere like Whole Foods or Mother's Market or anywhere like that, or is it something that you order offline?
I purchased it offline.
Okay.
Yeah, I purchased it online.
That's great. And I have another question for you. Do we see a lot of this kind of yogurt in stores, or is this something that you tend to make for yourself most of the time, which is definitely great, but is anybody like selling this in stores? Or
Not that I know of. I even looked in health food stores and I cannot find yogurt. real yogurt, non-dairy yogurt.
Right.
Imagine eating dairy. I don't know. Like, let's say we were born yesterday out in the woods, and we're all grown up now, and you ask me, hey, let's go eat an apple off a tree, or let's go eat some milk, let's go suck the tit off of a cow.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just trying to understand the concept of dairy. Dairy just has no place in the human body. Mm-hmm. It's responsible. This is what dairy does for you. When you consume it, it sticks to the walls of your intestines, inhibiting future food digestion. That's what it does. Mm-hmm. So the more you ingest dairy, the more of a chance you have this wall that's preventing the food from going into your body. Wall inside the lining of your intestines. So I'm not going to tell you not to eat dairy, but don't eat dairy.
How can you tell people, or even myself, the benefits of eating, say, a probiotic in a this is living. This is obviously if what some people would call raw. This isn't like. This is vegan, but this is also raw, right?
It's also raw, so
yeah.
It's perfect for the raw foodists. It's perfect. You know what? It's actually perfect for anybody that's on any diet. It's going to help digest the food better. Mm-hmm. It's going to help you digest the food better, and it's going to put back the needed probiotics in your body. Like they're not gonna. It's going to stay there. Mm-hmm. So I remember when I first started eating this. When I pooped.
Oh, great! We're going into this conversation, everybody.
Pooped, it was like really full. It came out beautiful. Everybody should look at your poop, by the way. It's a good indicator of how your health is.
Yeah, anyone viewing this video who tuned in to learn about how to make yogurt, we just brought you a little bit further into the benefits of this.
And then also what I noticed when I first started eating it is I wouldn't recommend eating a lot, but when I ate a lot of it, my mind would go nuts.
For this?
Yeah, my mind would literally go crazy. I would literally have to go lay down for a while. And what was happening, I realized, is my entire body was literally detoxing, was getting rid of the bad stuff. All of my organs, including the organ what's called the brain, and as it was detoxing, it was getting rid of. My mind was literally going nuts as it was detoxing. So when you first start out eating this stuff, it's really powerful. I wouldn't recommend eating a lot, mm-hmm. unless you want to go nuts for a bit. But now I can eat a whole jar just like this.
In one sitting.
In one sitting, I can eat. It's been.
Is that a lot of nuts though? Is that too heavy for you?
For the raw foodists. It's really not going to, it depends on who you are. For the raw foodists, it's really not going to affect your body too much.
Okay.
It might be a lot of fat for the average person. Honestly, here's a good rule of thumb. You can eat anything you want, as much as you want, as long as it's raw and nothing bad will happen to you. I mean, seriously, like this is raw food. Like mm-hmm. what possibly can go wrong by eating a lot of raw food? It is true that too much of anything is too much. but in all honesty, in a day and age where we're eating cheeseburgers and pizza and consuming beer and alcohol, and our body still seems to function while taking in these poisons, something like this, I wouldn't really worry about it. I would see, forget about what I say for a second and just see how your body feels about it. See how your body reacts. For me, this stuff is perfect because it's fat. It's basically almost 100% fat, and I'm so skinny that for me it works out really well. That I eat a lot, so I would listen to your body and engage it that way.
Well, thank you for sharing and showing me and now everyone how to make macadamia nut yogurt. This will be my first time experiencing that, so I'm just very grateful. So thank you for sharing.
You're welcome, Rachel. Hey Rachel, welcome back. Hey guys. So it's been about 8 hours and we're ready to eat this thing. So you can see that it rose a little bit and it's just starting to get a little bit of a funky smell. Funky meaning not really bad, but just a little bit of an altered smell.
So funky is good?
Funky is good. Yogurt has a funky smell. So that means that you're really making yogurt if it has a tad bit of a funky smell. So it's been 6 to 8 hours under normal conditions. It wasn't too hot. And if it's really hot, leave it under for 3 to 4 hours. So it's been 6 to 8 hours, and we can see that it arose a little bit.
Can I come closer to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't smell it, but it does have a little bit of a funky smell, which is perfect. Now we're ready to eat this thing. Before we're going to eat it, I'm actually going to get ready for the next batch, though. So, and I don't have to make the next batch now, but I'm just going to grab a tablespoon and put it in a container.
Is there a preferred type of container?
Nope, just seal it up. And this is your next batch of yogurt. So you can for all of your batches, you can either use a teaspoon of this product, which I will offer on my website shortly, or a tablespoon of the old batch. So they will both make the new batch of yogurt. And what I usually like to do is a tablespoon of this and a tiny bit of this to keep it going. And this, using it from the old batch, you can actually recycle it 4 times. So,
4 times?
So you can make you can make a batch out of this, and then when this is ready, take a tablespoon again, save it, do that 4 times and then after 4 times, so then you really got to use a fresh teaspoon of the probiotic. All right, and that's it. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Any questions on that?
Well, I'm pretty much ready to eat it.
All right, so we're gonna eat it now. So I'm gonna take the first bite.
Okay, that's fine. You can tell me if it's good or not.
Well, it tastes like macadamia nut yogurt. And again, it has all the benefits and the nutrients of a probiotic, so that's really good. For taste, you can add whatever you want to it, salt or whatever. So I put the spoon directly in. So I'm not going to use the same spoon. So I use the spoon to grab it. Now I'm not going to use the same spoon again because after I put it in the fridge, if I want to keep it, this is good in the fridge for up to 4 days, at least 4 days. 4 days, and I've actually kept it beyond 4 days up to a week, and it was still good. So yeah, this is good for at least 4 days and up to a week, and I'm gonna put it back in the fridge so it could stay good. But before I put it back in the fridge, if I want to grab more bites, I'm not gonna use the same spoon because my saliva is on the spoon, and my saliva is gonna cultivate along with the yogurt. I mean, nothing's bad is going to happen as a result, but it's just whether you want fresh pure yogurt or fresh pure yogurt and your saliva.
Hey Sayad.
So, yes.
Have you ever seen that Seinfeld episode with the double dipping?
Yeah, no. So usually I don't care about double dipping, but with yogurt, it actually matters.
Okay.
It actually matters because whatever you put in there actually cultivates. And
okay.
And so it just depends if you want your saliva to cultivate or not. So I'm gonna pour us each a plate.
Thank you.
So we can try it. And I'm using a fresh spoon. All right, and then this, so yogurt is, and then this is ready to go. Stick it in your fridge. It'll last at least 4 days, up to a week. And we have made yogurt, everybody.
Yes.
Yogurt is made. Yogurt is done, and it's made.
Delicious. Okay.
And to answer your question about can you put like other ingredients in there, such as fruits and other ingredients? Yes. So when I blended it, when I put it in a blender, I could have put in a blender whatever I wanted to. I didn't have to use macadamia nuts. I could have done anything. A popular one is coconut, young coconut meat and water, and also almonds. So on that one, it's a little bit more difficult because you got to soak the almonds for 24 hours, and then you got to go out and get the young, big white coconut, and then you got to chop it up, and so it's a lot of work. I like things that are really easy. So making macadamia nuts, there's no need to soak them beforehand, and they taste great. It's good for you, and now you have cultured food. This is one of the best things you could possibly put in your body. And basically there's a jar in my fridge just about 24/7. There's always a jar. I'm always making a batch every day or every other day. I'm eating like almost a jar a day or a jar every other day. Again, this is me after doing it for 2 or 3 months. Again, you wanna start out with a spoonful first to see how your body reacts to it, because it's good, it's powerful probiotics that are going in your digestive tract, and it's going to do wonders for your digestive system and your organs, your body, and your soul. Thank you for joining us, guys. Hey guys, remember how I said sometimes it'll rise? Well, this has definitely risen. So sometimes it'll rise on you. So don't get discouraged whether it rises or not. This particular batch I made just after the last batch, and I used 3 tablespoons of the old batch plus a little bit of the probiotic, which I should have on my website soon. All right, guys, thanks for joining us. Why are we not made to eat meat? We are just not built to eat meat. Our small intestine is 22 feet long. When we ingest meat into our bodies, cooked meat into our bodies, it stays in our intestinal tract. It putrefies and runs rancid. Some of us have undigested meat in our bodies that we ate 30 years ago. So a real meat eater, like a lion, a tiger, they have a small digestive tract. So when the meat goes in, it gets digested right away. And so it doesn't run rancid, it doesn't putrefy. They're built to eat meat. The ones that have claws to catch their animal, the ones that have the teeth to sink into the raw skin. So they are designed to eat meat. The human body is just not designed to eat meat. Raw living food. What happens when we eat cooked food? When we eat cooked food, every single time we eat cooked food, every single time you're cooking your food, you are killing partially or 100% of that food. So now you are putting something that is dead, at least partially dead, into your body. So now the body considers that acidic. To protect itself from this acidity, when it moves through your small intestine, the small intestine forms an interior lining along the inside of the small intestine, covering up the villi that will digest and absorb the food. Every single time you eat cooked food, a layer of mucus forms along the inside walls of your intestines. if you're watching this video, I'm sure you've seen those, and I'm sure you maybe even done those colon cleanses where that rubber hose just comes out. That's what happens every single time we eat cooked food. We form a layer of that. So, what is the answer? Raw, living, cooked food, 100%. 100%. Not 99%, 100%. Is it hard? You know what? In this society, it's fucking hard. I was a raw foodist for 2 years, and it's difficult going to restaurants. It was difficult with peer pressure. Nowadays, it's getting easier, and with this, I just found out about raw living yogurt. I'm going back to raw food. I'm going back to raw food, and I'm going to use the raw living yogurt every single day in my diet. It's a perfect. Nature has given us everything that we need to survive. We do not need to kill another animal. We're not designed. We're not designed to kill another animal. Our teeth are just not designed to sink. Our teeth are not designed to chew on another animal. Our intestinal tract is not designed to ingest this other animal. So nature has given us everything that we needed to be whole. To be whole. Every time you eat cooked food, the energy gets lowered. You know when they say eat cooked food, it grounds you? No, it doesn't ground you. It just lowers your energy. It lowers your frequency. So you get like a little bit more tired, and then it just seems like, okay, now I'm grounded. To keep the energy high, to keep the energy raised, it's raw living food 100% of the time. If you want to stay grounded, breathe. Focus on your stomach. Focus on your feet. The earth and you are a synergy. Harness it. Harness it. When you focus on your feet, when you focus on your stomach, when you focus on your root chakra, that activates the energy between you and the earth. The earth is giving you all the grounding that you'll ever need. We just don't utilize it. We know this much about our internal systems, our chakras, and everything else, and we just don't use it. Use it. Get grounded. Focus on your feet. What is the ideal diet? Here's the ideal diet. This is what I do every single day. Juicing, herbs, fruits, veggies, yogurt. Juicing, herbs, fruits, veggies, yogurt. Juicing. When you juice, I mean, if you've never juiced before, and you want to go on a really healthy route, you need a juicer. You could spend anywhere from $50 to $550. The really cheap juicer, you might be able to find a Jack LaLanne or a cheaper one that cuts it up, that's high speed. Hey, if you got nothing and you're on a budget, something is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. If you want to go the expensive route where they don't cut it up, where it's not high speed, it's cold press. The $550 route is the Elite Star, the Green Elite Star 5000. Hopefully, it'll be available on my website soon. So that's juicing. You need the juices. It's the next best thing to your body is craving for vitamins and minerals, and juicing is the next best thing to just like intravenously putting vitamins and minerals into your body. So get the juices. It makes your veggies into just water that is completely liquid that the body just like is like dying for, like literally dying for, and it just wants to and it'll just soak it up right away. As far as herbs, if you can once in a while put in herbs like parsley and cilantro into your diet.
fruits and veggies. So the first thing that I do in the morning is juice, and then followed by later in the day is salads and fruit, and then later on at night I'll do yogurt. So that's my diet. That's my diet every single day. I mean, it's it's a lot of stuff. I've spent about 15 years researching on health. And if you have any questions on this, give me a call. I'm here to help. My name is Sayad.
Okay, so we're gonna enjoy. What happened to your yogurt while I was switching cameras?
Well, I ate it.
So
It was really good.
okay, so she ate her yogurt. All right,
I
so
did.
let's get you some more yogurt.
Please, sir, I'd like some
So again,
more.
be careful when eating it the first time because it's your
Oh.
first time eating
Oh.
real. This is real cultured food yogurt.
Yeah.
So you want to be careful. So I'm
Okay.
gonna give you so we need to be responsible as well as fun.
Oh,
So I'm
eat
gonna give
responsibly.
So I'm gonna give you a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
I'm happy with that.
Okay. So. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
do we smash plates?
We smash bowls.
All right.
We tink the bowl. We do a little tink.
So I like to add a little bit of salt.
Okay.
So we're gonna see how a little bit of salt tastes like.
This is really good. And I love macadamia nuts.
All right. So this is not a show about salt, but this is Himalayan pink sea salt or Calcutta sea salt used. Basically, those are the only two salts that I know of that are really healthy for you. And there's also black salt that I heard was just amazing. So I just put a little bit of salt here. Much better.
It
Much,
does improve it.
much better with the salt.
And we can put blueberries or toppings or anything if we're gonna make, say, if we're gonna make a parfait or something, we can get fancy with it.
Strawberries.
Great.
All right.
Well, this was delicious.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Enjoy yours. Wow, that is really good.